My dear students, I am Dr. Tessie Joseph Kallarikal, Assistant Professor, St. Joseph Training College, Mananam. Today, we are going to discuss the topic Effective Management, Role and Functions of the Head of the Institution and Headmaster, Qualities and Responsibilities. These topics are from the first and third units of the fifth module, that is School Administration and Management of EDU 201. We know that the headmaster occupies a very strategic position in the organization and administration of the school. Research studies indicate that a positive climate and overall atmosphere is essential for the improvement of teaching and learning. Here comes the role of headmaster. He is described as the executive head and directs the affairs of the school to achieve its goals and objectives. He is also involved in effective planning, organizing, supervision, controlling, and evaluation, and also acts as the coordinator who has to organize activities in such a way that things work smoothly, quickly, and effectively. For a headmaster to successfully accomplish the set objectives, he or she has to work with other people within the school system and be able to inspire them to work cooperatively with him in order to achieve the educational objectives. Studies show that the major roles of a headmaster can be mainly categorized into 7 areas, namely planning, school organization, teaching, supervision, guidance, maintaining relations, and finally general administration. First of all, we can discuss headmaster's role in planning. The headmaster has to plan all the educational activities in time to avoid confusion and duplication of effort. Planning has to take place at various stages, such as planning before the opening of the school, planning during the first week, planning during the entire year, planning at the end of the year, and planning for the next year. Headmaster's role in school organization include mainly 4 areas. Of this first one, organizing instructional work. Second one, organizing co-curricular activities. Third one, organizing the school plant. And fourth one, organizing school office. Now we can see headmaster's role in teaching. Great headmasters have been good teachers. Sometimes it happens that the headmaster gets so much involved in other duties and never takes classes. He thus gets reduced to an administrative head and remains totally isolated from the students. A headmaster must consider himself a teacher first and should take a minimum of 2 to 3 classes in the subjects he is specialized. In addition, He should possess knowledge of the latest methods of teaching and expertise in his subject. Next comes role of headmaster in supervision. Here, supervision is meant for improvement in the teaching learning situation. It is no more considered detection or fault finding. Supervision aims at improving the quality and efficiency of teachers and enabling them to have self-analysis for the sake of future progress. Supervision has to follow certain principles such as the purpose of supervision is to help, encourage, and guide teachers, and it should be done in a spirit of cooperation. It should be done regularly and effectively also. Partiality and prejudice should not be in it, and criteria of supervision should be made known to teachers. Now, headmaster's role in guidance. The headmaster should guide students in making selection of subjects at higher secondary stage and also in their day-to-day activities. He should guide teachers in organizing activities and teaching of subjects and guide parents in supervising the education of their children. He should guide the higher authorities in matters of curriculum revision, new textbooks, and framing of new educational policies. Headmaster is evidently the central figure of the educational structure. His personal reputation, the fame of the school, and the success of his endeavor all depends on the relations that he maintains with the staff, students, teacher trainees, the parents, and the community. The headmaster must treat members of the staff with a human outlook. He has to observe the following principles during his interactions with the staff. He must rule them with sympathy, love, and kindness, recognize the individual difference in allotting work to them, share the burden of schoolwork, seek advice from teachers and bring them into confidence, organize staff meetings and discuss matters related to the educational activities as well as distribution of work. Headmaster's role in general administration is very important. He is responsible for implementing the policies and programs of the Department of Education from time to time. Thereby, he becomes a connection link between the school and the government. He is responsible for all that is being done in or by the school. Again, he should monitor that the teachers and the pupils attend their duties punctually and regularly, and should ensure that human and material resources of the school are adequate, and purchases should be made whenever needed in accordance with the prescribed official information and correspondence. Now we can discuss the important functions of headmaster. The purpose of school management is to enable members of staff and students to work together with the head teacher as a team in order to achieve the desired goals and objectives of the school. The headmaster is the person responsible for coordinating the activities of the school, using resources in such a way that the school's objectives are achieved. He is essentially an organizer and implementer of plans, policies, and programs meant for specific educational objectives. Important functions performed by headmaster are planning, organizing, coordinating, controlling, and directing. Of these, first comes planning. The headmaster prepares a plan that will include the subjects in the school curriculum, the number of students, the number of classes, the number and qualifications of teachers to teach the various subjects, as well as the instructional materials that will be required for effective teaching. He also ensures that the timetable for instructions is prepared in such a way that clashes are avoided. The second one, organizing. The headmaster organizes both the human and material resources. He assigns tasks to the administrative staff and also organizes instructional materials that are necessary to enhance student learning. The third important function is coordinating. The headmaster coordinates all activities of the various units within the school. Since the teachers are independent, it is the duty of the principal or headmaster to coordinate their activities. Controlling is the means by which the headmaster monitors that things are done according to the rules and regulations. In the school, the headmaster has to ensure that teachers perform their duties as required, which can be done through effective supervision. And the final function, that is directing, the headmaster is expected to provide effective leadership. He accomplishes this task by stimulating his staff to perform and guiding them. He also guides the performance of the students by telling them what to do on a daily basis through announcements at the school assemblies. So, important functions of headmaster include governance of the school and the establishment and development of its strategic direction, guidance and development of teaching and research, guidance and development of staff and the management of staff-related issues, management of finance and infrastructure through effective planning, revenue generation, budgeting, and expenditure control. Now we can discuss the qualities and responsibilities of headmaster. We have seen that the headmaster holds the key position in the entire process of school administration, management, and organization. He schedules the entire educational activities, executes the plan, distributes the work, coordinates the activities, and evaluates them. He also ensures smooth, orderly, and harmonious functioning of the total educational program. In order to play his roles efficiently and function effectively, the headmaster must be a dynamic leader, efficient in setting standards and establishing the ideals of the school. The entire activities and the spirit and morale of the school depend on headmaster. Headmaster is the organizer, leader, governor, business director, coordinator, superintendent, Example, teacher, guide, philosopher, and friend. And the headmaster holds the key position in a school as the captain of a ship who holds the key position in a ship. It is widely accepted that the success of a school depends on the headmaster, and the entire activities and the spirit and the morale of the school also depend on him. Therefore, if a school has to achieve its objectives, it is desirable that the headmaster should be a man possessing the qualities such as philosophy, culture, resourcefulness and vision, administrative ability, scholarship, professional training, interest in pupil, and ability to stimulate others. A good headmaster should maintain loyalty to high ideals of life and a genuine devotion to professional ideals. In other words, he has a sound philosophy of life and education. He must follow the philosophy of selfless action, seriousness of duty, balance of mind, humanitarianism, and spiritualism. All the policies, methods, and techniques that he follows in the school must get direction from his deep and sound philosophy, truly Indian and spiritual. And second one, culture. The headmaster should be able to create a favorable impression by his appearance, manners, and general culture of his colleagues and others. His physical and mental health, alertness, tact, manners, etc., account much in enhancing his confidence and respect. Next important quality is resourcefulness and vision. Both resourcefulness and vision form the prerequisites in solving problems related to the educational program. Headmaster's experiences as well as his keen sensitiveness to the problems are very important in this regard. Such ideas are of great importance as they enable him to discover a variety of ways in tackling problems at the educational and administrative levels. Next important quality, administrative ability. Administrative ability of a headmaster is characterized by his organizing ability. He should be able to plan his schoolwork intelligently, to delegate authority wisely, and to make certain that the desired results are obtained. This superior mental ability really makes him a good administrator. The headmaster should be a man of broad and general scholarship. This is necessary for him to understand and handle problematic situations, to inspire the staff, and to be competent to make valuable suggestions on all matters of academic life. Therefore, he should have a moderate knowledge of psychology, philosophy, sociology, ethics, economics, and the like. A headmaster is expected to be well informed of valid principles and matters regarding organization and administration of a school. He must have long experience of teaching and is well aware of the problems of teaching activities, teacher-student relationship, and discipline. To be a good headmaster, primarily he must be a well-trained good teacher. In addition to this, to be a good administrator, he should possess certain type of information and skills such as an understanding of the legal enactments that affect the school and acquaintance with effective policies of organization and administration. Another important quality is his interest in people. A successful headmaster takes genuine interest in the welfare of the members of his staff and tries to understand their problems. He always takes a sympathetic attitude and finds a genuine pleasure in solving their problems. A good headmaster is one who possesses the quality of stimulating his colleagues in developing their potentials. A good headmaster or principal is not merely a scholar, but he is a man of good character, deep sympathy and understanding, and considerable tact and experience in dealing with students. He should be sensitive to the physical, mental, moral, and spiritual needs of the students and knows how to minister them. So, dear students, I am concluding my session. In this session, we have learned two topics. First one, role and functions of the head of the institution, and the second one, qualities and responsibilities of headmaster. Okay, thank you.